just got my Hogue Handall grips that I'm going to install on my USP 9mm. That's the product right there. This is the H&K USP full-size 9mm. Before we proceed, just make sure we're not dealing with a loaded gun here. Pull out the magazine. No rounds in the magazine. No round chambered. So we're looking at a pretty safe gun here. Really safe, actually. I'm going to put the magazine on the side, and we're going to do the grip install like that, see how that works. Alright, I've gone ahead and taken the Hogue product outside of its packaging, and should be pretty straightforward. Inside of the actual grip, if you look inside of it, there's going to be an arrow that says this side is up, so there's really no way you can make a mistake. So what we're going to do is basically see if we can slide that on and get that worked up in there. Alright, so apparently, best way to do it is grip the gun like that, and we'll start with the back end, kind of just slide that on as much as possible. I'll use my finger to pull it up. Good thing about this is the fact that it's a firm, form fitting here. Actually a good thing. You have some idea of how pain it is to get on, and yet feel comfortable that it's not going to be so easy coming off. Alright, I'm back. So, I finally have it installed. You can see here, basically fits really nicely. It actually puts a little bit of bulge in it. I prefer it. I have larger hands. Other people may not prefer it just because the USP in itself already has a larger grip. Putting it, the Hogue on it will increase it even more. For me, that's actually perfect. I personally thought the USP grip itself was sufficient, and I've been using it for all of last year. But putting on the Hogue grips, just getting a really firm grip on there, I can already see that's a very nice hold there. I was a big fan of the way the Glocks have the similar finger grooves here for certain models, and I really wanted that on my USP. I do love my USP, and with this particular add-on, I'm thinking I'm gonna love it even more. So we'll see. We'll do some range trips with this, and then I'll report back on how I like that. But let's see. Put that magazine in there. It seems to be fine. I've heard some people complaining about this potentially sliding down, as well as sliding upwards and getting in the way of the mag release there. I've heard to remedy that is just a small little tiny U-cut there where you can see it potentially would slide in there. We could probably do just to make that a little bit better. And I am going to see if I can do that right now. I'm not sure if you can see it from there, but there's a little ledge there where you can see the Hogue grip kind of teetering right into, and I can see if it slides just a few millimeters right in there, it's gonna interfere with the mag release, and in a pretty intense situation, that's not something you want to do. So I've got a blade here, and let's see if I can do a little cut, a little tiny cut on it. Just a little tiny U-shaped trim. I don't want to trim too much. I do like the way now, I did mention that for me to get that on there, it required me to actually get in there with the hair dryer and heat that up quite a bit. So that it would loosen up a little and then get on there. There's no way I'd be able to do that without doing that. Being very careful here. I'm a real anal about trying to get that blade into contact with my gun, and I've done it. Drop the piece here, but a very, very tiny cut, and that no longer, basically that Hogue grip no longer sits on that particular ledge that's ready to slide right into the mag release. Still, I can't feel that difference. At the same time, I mean, it's got to slide up significantly. If you look at the back of this Hogue grip, it's already, you know, flush right up against that back part, so it's not going to slide. I can see though, if you don't take it off and you do your lubrication, that it might slide a few millimeters. So I've done a very, very, very tiny cut. I mean, if you look at that piece, look at that, you know, it's a very tiny cut. But you know, I won't have to worry about that for the most part getting in the way. That's you know, while you're using your firearm, you know, you go to the range. If it slides up, you can kind of deal with that. You know, if it gets stuck. But in the heat of the moment, you know, you don't want to get that interfering. While this is great and everything, you know, you don't want to take it on and off. You want to pretty much leave it in there. And if it's a home defense weapon, you want to make sure that you're good to go. And that to me feels really good. It's clear of the mag release, so that thing's got to slide up significantly for it to get in there. That little tiny cut did it for me, and I'm happy with it. That's good to go. Signing out. Au revoir. Aloha.